guilty of crime.
Hello, everybody. What's up? It's Friday. We made it. And most of us that are in the United States here have Monday off. So we got a 3-day weekend. It's going to be lovely. All right, guys. Welcome, everybody. We're back. I am Jay with Guilty of Crime, if you don't know already. And do me a favor, for those of you that just rolled in and may have forgot, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and get a membership if you can. What's up, y'all? How you doing? I love Fridays. Love Fridays. Hopefully we have a lovely day and we can do call-ins later. Jennifer Blair, what is up? Finally made it live. Good to see you. All the mods here. Foxy, Synth, Carly, and Tiff, and Goldilocks. I think you may have become a member again, but welcome. Welcome. How you guys doing today? Good to see you. I think I see you in there, Carrie. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I got some new little toys here for the crew. Well, the positive potato. We got a positive potato from Carrie. All right. Carrie's got the potato down, and we're going to take it a step further by doing the positive potato. So today, if you needed to hear the positive potato, it says, I may be tiny. I may be a tiny potato, but I believe in you. Go do your thing. All right. So we got the potato, and later on, we'll play the remix of Chicken Wing. We got a chicken wing, guys. So we're going to listen to the chicken wing, hot dog, and bologna song on remix. All right. So these are the new additions to the crew. Thank you, Carrie. Gotta have some fun. If we can't have fun, well, then what else are you going to do? Be upset? Not here, guys. Not here. So what's up? Henrietta says, oh, awesome, positive potato. What's up, Sadie's mama? I keep the chat's moving a little fast. Henrietta just grilled out. It's been an amazing day. What's up, Carrie? I'm glad to make you laugh. I would wear the chicken wing around my neck like I was earlier, but it may weigh me down a little bit. So we'll just do this, and then we'll play the chicken wing song later. Not the trap house version, the remix. All right. We're going to do the remix. So welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I don't want to get directly into this yet, because today we're going to, number one, I've got some files from a FOIA. So I want to thank Lady for Justice. Lady for Justice helped me to get the FOIA request. So I got some new documents. Some of them are new. Some of them have, some of them are older, new, if that makes sense. But we've got some documents from Stephan Stearns to go over, just some things that talk about what's going on, and I'll add my commentary. And then we're going to go over the Stephan Stearns has a jackpot on his head by prison inmates, and that's going to be a video threat from Jumpsuit Pablo. One of you lovely crime crewers sent me that, and I said we should do it. We should talk about that, because I have some things that I'm talking about that I know behind the scenes, that I know that's actually going on with Stephan Stearns, and I kind of want to talk about that a little. You guys can get excited, because I don't know how long it's going to take, but I got to tell you, Stephan Stearns has a pen pal, guys. We don't know exactly who the pen pal is, but if we keep doing the FOIAs and we keep looking, and even his mom doesn't know who the pen pal is. So Stephan Stearns, I almost called this episode Stephan Stearns has a pen pal, but I didn't want it to be clickbaity because I don't have all the information yet. And yes, I do see the messages. All right. Deb Stearns sends me the jail text. She sends them to me between her and Stephan. So I get to see all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, what Stephan's doing, what he's going through. And I can tell you, there's nobody that is, right now that's beating him up or doing anything nefarious. It's kind of just ho hum. It's ho hum. I need my books. I need my food. I need, love you, mom and dad type of thing. Nothing really too compelling except for the pen pal, which I want to know who that is. And I want to know what's being said. All right. So what's up, guys? Come on in. Hit the like button. I love Lynn. Lynn, love you from Vermont. Thank you. I love you, Vermont. All right, guys. So quickly, as we start the show, I want to say thank you guys for being here, supporting the channel every day. You guys have been here supporting what I'm doing. That is not aside from Madeline, the Madeline Soto case. We've been covering London Thomas, Jack and Lily. I don't have it in front of me, but I did London Thomas yesterday. And I want to tell you, thank you guys for being who you are and talking with each other in chat. And if you agree to disagree about something, you talk it out in chat, right? We talk it out in chat. We don't go on to other forums and say, did you see the way Jay did the London Thomas case? Now, I got to tell you, we're going to keep covering London Thomas, and I stick to my guns on this. I'm going to tell you right now, Tiff has been talking to London's dad. We've been talking to people in the community, and I will never victim shame. All right. So I stick to London Thomas. She was an up and coming artist and a rapper. That's what she was doing. All right. Her parents did everything they could to keep her safe, including dropping her off at the boyfriend's house, who they thought was going to take care of her. Now, earlier on, when she was 14 or 13 or whatever, they should have stopped the older relationship, but they didn't. And that's where we are. So no victim blaming, no talking about what they did. Thank you guys for doing that and being respectful. All right. So we're going to keep covering that. I've got updates on the Kaimani Lateef case, and we're going to have more interviews for you guys. More interviews, more people, more content, and better. All right. Also, you see Ghost is down there. We've got more posts on Ghost, and we're going to have much better content, which we're going to call it the Piranha Tank. All right. We're not a fish tank. We're piranhas. We don't do stuff lightly here. We do the hard stuff, and the hard stuff needs to be seen too. All right. We're not going to edit ourselves for anybody. All right. So that being said, thank you guys for being here. She's Crafty says probably John Wayne Gacy. Brian Peck, Diddy Brother, high profile. I doubt it. That was a good comment, but I doubt it. Hindsight is 2020. I don't know what that is, what you guys are chatting about yet. I wish I did. All right. Ava, good to see you. All right, let's take a look quickly at these documents. I want to see what is in there. I know there's I think they gave me like almost the same documents that are out. I'm a little bit concerned that they didn't give us the newest documents, but I think we can go back and try to ask for other documents. We'll see. All right, let me I should have got them ready before, but I didn't. All right, I'll get into this. And thank you guys. Come on in, chat with yourselves about the case today. Have you guys seen this? By the way, have you seen the Pablo jumpsuit Pablo? Now I gotta say he does that a lot. He does those and I assume because he has connections in prison, he does those somebody's got a price on their head videos, right? So I wonder, is that really somebody saying that? Is that really somebody from prison saying that? Or is that is it just like another video? I don't know. I'd love to find out. Where the heck are they? All right, I'm gonna have to find them. I don't know why I have them up here and I cannot find them for some reason. Let me that doesn't happen very often, guys. It doesn't. All right, there it is. I'm gonna just do it this way. All right, so we're gonna look here and see what we got real quick while you guys roll into chat. Uh-oh. It looks like I'm freezing, guys. Am I freezing? Let me know. All right, you guys, I'm looking at my text message also. All right. I'm looking at my text message and just making sure I'm not freezing here, okay? Let me see what we got. So we do have documents. I am going to have my mods help me with the documents to go through. All right. It was freezing on my side, which is weird. So we got some more documents. I want to go through them and see what we got. Again, thank you, Lady Justice, for helping me. You're going to be my grizzly cat. Grizzly cat has, or Grizz has her grizzly cat, whatever. Lady Justice to guilty of crime. I appreciate that. All right, so let me just quickly see what they gave me here with you guys, and then we'll get into the video. See, these are kind of old. I mean, we're in what, May 23, 2025, and this is an investigation report, zone supervision 3/26/2025. And I suppose I could have already had this. So we've got all the information, action taken. I think this is the report. Found guilty, yes or no. Sentence, no. Stephan Stearns. All right, so I think these were the charges, what he violated. Okay, 3/26/2025. Grizzly had these. I didn't. Okay, so this is the above date, approximate time. You guys probably know about this. I haven't presented it yet. This is a write-up for Stephan Stearns. Upon beginning my shift, I was informed by Lieutenant Z that inmates Al Mestica. So though that's the guy, Miguel, and Stephan Stearns violated policy. It was informed the inmates that they were utilizing Stephan Stearns' telephone pin to make several calls. And I do have information on that guy. It's kind of old news, so we'll see if I present that. After further investigation, it was discovered the allegations were true. Miguel made several phone calls utilizing Stearns' PIN. Some phone calls lasting over 15 minutes. An inmate's telephone PIN by the inmate. Therefore, no one else should have had the information. All right, both individuals are isolated and kept on strict protocol. Therefore, inmate Miguel could have received his telephone PIN from Stearns. Both inmates will be issued a disciplinary report. Now, again, this is old news. No one likes old news. I don't like old news. I don't like old news at all. So this is the disciplinary report. We know that not much happened. Maybe you guys don't know, but when I talked to Deb, Stephan Stearns was just doing his thing. He was, ordering his food, getting his books, celebrating his birthday by then. So it looks like they may just given him a write up and given him a disciplinary date, which I don't think much came of it. 4/3/2025. Deb, if you know about that, I see you I see you here on my phone, and if you know about that, let me know. um I pled guilty and stated that he was sorry about the incident and didn't know that he couldn't share his pin with someone else. I'm assuming that's Stephan. I also stated it will never happen again after reviewing all reports. It was found guilty of infraction. Now, this would mean something if Stephan Stearns was ever going to get out, you guys. If Stephan was ever going to be on parole or ever going to have a chance for parole, then guess what? This would come up, and this could be a determining factor where he might not get an early parole. But since Stephan has a long time to go through the court systems and then prison, this really doesn't mean shit. All right? It's not a big deal. It's really nothing. So anyway, good to see you guys. I'm glad you're here. There was no punishment for that. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. There was no real punishment for that. They just assigned it. And again, if you ever know people that are going to be on parole or whatever, and that makes a difference because of that. Because then they go before the parole board, they say you were doing this and that, you got an infraction, we're not going to let you out early. This doesn't mean shit. All right. But we've got our foot in with the documents, and we hope to start doing this. So this is just a sign of the times of being able to get FOIAs and get documents. Now, the documents are behind, which I don't like. All right. So the circumstances were the other guy on restriction. Okay, so Stephan didn't even get restriction. The other guy did. Stefan's semi new to the system, and they've already got him isolated. No, he didn't get in any trouble. Deb. I talked to Deb about this before, and she literally said he didn't. There was no punishment. There's no. It's not. He's not making phone calls because he lost privileges. It's hard to get multiple people to protect him and go out to use a phone. He needs 2 to 4 people. So anyway, what's up, Luna Thomas? How you doing? Keeping it real, Jay. Thank you, Jay. Member for 3 months. Thank you for being here and keeping it real. We keep it real, and we do not. We don't victim blame. We don't victim shame. And yeah, it's my channel, so I say what I want to say. And if you don't like it, whoever's in chat, bye bye. See you never. All right. So that's how we do. And now we have a positive potato for today. So we're not going to not be. All right. All right. So anyway, a sign of the times. We're getting documents. We're getting things that we can. We're doing our due diligence. All right. Angela says there must be a few more calls with his parents that I'm anxious to hear. Yeah, I wish I could tell you guys, but I'm not. I'm not going to tell you anything. And when Deb says okay, then I will tell you guys. So luckily, I just get to talk about it. I do want to write Stephan. I do have something written down. I don't want to put, he doesn't want to be put in a compromising position. He's already said that. Okay. He said that indirectly, directly. And so I have to write something up and send it to him that's not going to compromise his case because obviously he's not going to answer those things. All right. What's up, Mary Frances? Good to see you, my friend. Jennifer, I'm glad you love the positive potato. All right. So whoever doesn't like this later, you guys can go write your blog or whatever. go go write your thing. Go write it up. All right. All right. So here's the infraction. Nothing really happened here. It says it shows that too. Nothing. It says that the inmate may be sentenced to loss of commissary, phone, visitation, recreation. Stephan doesn't really have any of that anyway. He's in that cell by himself all day long. He's got Miguel across the way from him. And what else are you going to do if you're going to sit there forever anyway? Right? Doesn't really matter. So that being said, we have that. And then there's another one here on 326. And I think this might be the same thing on the above date. I was assigned to Zone 1. Upon my beginning shift, I was informed by Lieutenant Z that Miguel and Stearns violated a policy. All right, so it's the PIN number thing again. And just a continued page, I guess. It says no, but it looks like the same thing. Law enforcement signed it, crossed its T's, dotted its I's, March 2025. All right, that was months ago. And then here, when I saw this, I was like, okay, guys, we went over some of these, but they were times or watermarked, heavily watermarked. Now they're not. All right. So anyway, I mean, this stuff just doesn't, it's not super interesting anymore. I want real better stuff. So let's hope for the FOIA gods to get us better stuff. I mean, this is March 26th, refusing his tray, refusing to shower, a hardcover book placed in inmate property, same stuff over and over. I am going to, though, and I got to tell you guys this. I paid, what was it? Hold on. I don't want to pull this up. Let me share this with you. That way you guys, I can see you in chat. Okay. So I did pay, it was $97 for these documents and then like a credit card fee. So they charged me a little over $100 for these documents. So I'm going to take these documents, guys, and I'm going to put those on Ghost for you. Okay. So Ghost, if you don't know what it is, it's Patreon's replacement. Okay. And if you're already, I saw almost 70 people signed up for Ghost. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm going to put these documents on Ghost, and you guys that are deep into this case can go over there afterwards and download all these documents for $5. I'm not selling them. It's if you have a $5 account, you can go download these. All right. You're very welcome. I know you guys want to see these and go through them. And yeah, so they don't allow hardcover books, and that's why the books didn't go in. We're going to see a lot of this kind of stuff, but I want something better. All right. I want something better. I want something juicier, but I'm still going to go through them, and I urge you to, because if you find something in there, I want you to say, hey, Jay, at guilty of crime by Jay at gmail.com. I want you to email me, and we will go over it, and we can certainly do an episode. All right. If you want to dig in and do that, I more than welcome all of you guys to do that. A lot of people have been messaging me lately, and I've been doing this with it. All right. So I know somebody emailed me about this case, about this particular episode, and she's very excited that we're doing it today. So I'm going to go over there and put those documents after the show. Foxy Amazon just gifted a Guilty of Crime membership. I will gift some memberships later. Thank you. All right. Yes. Ghost replaced Patreon because Ghost doesn't want me to speak. Ghost wants to censor me. I mean, Patreon wants to censor me. So I replaced Patreon with Ghost so that I'm not censored. I don't want to have to not say fuck if I want to say fuck. I don't want to have to not say anything that I want to say on my account. And I don't have to now. All right. So there it is. I don't normally cuss because that's not the intelligent way to communicate. But if I want to, I will. All right. Let's keep going. So those are all the things that you guys probably saw, but they were really, really heavily watermarked. I'm not going to watermark them. You guys do whatever you want with them. All right. So a lot of things going on here. Recreation, inmate charged first. They talk about him being first degree red rum, capital case. See, even that, I have to say red rum. I don't want to edit myself over there at all. I want to say whatever I want to say. And I will. I will. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to just go through the 4 pages and then we'll get into it. So if you Google what's a better platform than Patreon, Ghost will come up. All right. So I did my research. I checked out Ghost, and Ghost is the replacement for Patreon. And now you heard of it, my friend. So if you guys can do me a favor, mods, and drop that into chat, drop my Ghost link into chat and let the people go over there and sign up. All right. Arrest Jen Soto. Get on it, Florida. We want Jen Soto to be arrested. And here you go. Here's our evil, ugly, dumb, high potato that's arrested. We're going to keep this as long as Jen Soto's not arrested. And if she isn't, then we're going to keep this. This is arrest Jen Soto, right? This is our new potato that's arrested. It was hard to get those handcuffs, by the way. Thank you to the person that sent me those. And anybody else that I can't get things sent anymore. For those of you that have my address, it's cool, but I can't give it out anymore due to the things that have been happening. All right, Jen Soto for prison. You know what? I can do things on Ghost. Everything you could do on Patreon, I can do, but more. And I won't be edited, all right? Which is so great. I do not want to have to always be like, "Oh, Red Rum and Chomo," and no. No, we want to talk how adults talk, all right? So that's what we're going to do. Sergio, arrest that bitch, Jen Soto. That's right, baby. Let's go. Let's arrest Jen Soto. She deserves it. All right. So next document, I'm just telling you what I got. I'm going to dump it over there. You guys can search through it. It's not particularly interesting to me, but there's some things in there that I do find out that jump out to me. Now, this thing is the added charge form. Now, this was in the beginning of the year, 4/24/24 last year, and most of it's redacted, which we wanted to be redacted because we don't want to see anything gross or that something that we don't want to see Maddie pictures. We don't want to see any kind of anything. We don't want to see children. We don't want to see any of that. So I'm glad they redacted it. This says Federal Bureau of Investigation, United States Department of Justice. All right. So that's where that comes from. And then we got a note from Alexis Timothy, and that was last year. This is what they just gave me. Added charge. Good afternoon. Please be advised the following subject has been served an added charge for a warrant out of our county. Stephan Stearns, inmate number, Osceola. And then it says premeditated bond, none. And then red rum, which you guys can see here. Right? All right, so let's go to the next one real quick. This is the Corrections Department incident report. Now, this was July 29th, 2024. So this is a different one. This says at 14:50 hours, I was conducting a random cell search in Charlie Pod. Now, we've gone over this before. This was the love letter. While searching Stephan Stern's cell, I noticed some yellow pages and a piece of notebook paper. This caught my attention because yellow paper is not common in our facility. After finishing the search of cell, I asked another officer to confirm the presence of yellow paper, and he found it unusual. Just as we were about to wrap up, Corporal Dinko entered the pod. I inquired about her whether the yellow paper was permitted. She wasn't certain and asked to see the papers in question. I then requested inmate Stearns to hand over the papers, which he did. And this was the Maddie poem. You remember? I will always love you. I will always miss you. One of the papers turned out to be a handwritten poem labeled for Maddie. I showed this note to Corporal Dinko. They concluded it was involved in during the incident. All right. So that was the incident way back when. Again, I don't know why they gave me these really old documents, but still, nonetheless, I like documents and we'll get more. All right. So that was then. You guys remember that. I have that. Wait a minute. I had that poem on my Patreon and some knucklehead got my Patreon taken down. So you guys can thank the knuckleheads and the trolls for taking that down. I will get all that stuff back up. All right. So we'll just call them the knuckleheads and the trolls. And this is for the trolls because we know the trolls watch my show. Every episode, the trolls come on, watch my show, and then they run over to their platform like this. They run over like this on all fours. Those knuckleheads don't even have hands. They just have, actually, they don't even have, they just have four legs and they run around like this on their knuckles. And that's why they're so mad. All right. They run around their knuckles, scrape their knuckles, and they write their shit. All right. All right. Deanna Peterson, Jay, how do you get back to Ghost once you signed up? I need to give you guys the link. I need you guys to have the link. So, mods, if you could please drop that link. What I do with the Ghost, Deanna, is I bookmark it. But if you're having problems, you just very easy go to ghost.org. Easiest way to get back to your platform. I'll just put that up. Ghost.org. Right? And yes, the damn trolls and the knuckleheads, they run around like monkeys on their fists. They scrape their knuckles. And by the time they get back to their keyboard, their knuckles are all scraped up and they're upset and they write nasty shit. All right. And then their hands hurt real bad and they start flagging my Patreon and it messes it up for everyone. So just remember, all right, there's no drama at all. No drama. All right. What is it with the drama? I'm late. Well, watch out for those people, Foxy, right above you, girlfriend. All right, so here we go. Let's get to the next page, and then we're going to get into what we're talking about today. And if you guys want to call in, let me know. If people do want to call in, we'll do a call in. If you guys don't, and you're being shy like last week, then I'm just going to dip out. I have 3 days off. All right. All right, next document, next and last one, roll on in. Yeah, we don't do drama over here. If you're looking for drama, you're on the wrong channel. All right, we're talking about Stephan Stearns has a jackpot on his head by prison inmates, and we have FOIA documents. All right, and I'm going to share those FOIA documents with you. Ghost.org will get you back to where you need to go. All right, Leanne, good to see you, my friend. I love you too. If you notice, I am keeping up with the quizzes for true crime, which came from you, my friend, came from you. So today, you can go over and take that quiz. Tell me how Granny killed all the peeps. All right. Charisse, I love you too. Yeah, absolutely, man. We can be funny, though. We are funny on this channel. We like to make jokes. All right. All right. So last page, and then we'll get into it. And thank you. Thank you to the day ones here. Love you guys. All right. I don't know why these people are so hateful, Angela. I just told you why I think. I think because they walk around on their knuckles all day and they scrape them, and that shit hurts. When you walk around on your knuckles like that and you're scraping your knuckles and scraping your face, and then you look in the mirror and you look like an old hag, I would imagine they don't like me. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to get. That's the story I'm going to tell. All right. All right. Last page, and then we're going to get into it. Yeah. Laughter's the best medicine you could do, and having this guy that walks around on his knuckles with his ugly teeth. I imagine that their teeth probably looks like this too, and so they're upset. When they see themselves, they're very upset. All right? Yeah. I can't help that. Like I don't want you walking around on your knuckles. All right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Stolen Spirits. I love you. And I love the creators that support me, Deception Detective, Shanitra Speaks, and so many others. All right. So many others. Yeah, that could be a gray pubes doll. It could be, but I just imagine a bunch of old hags like, oh, my knuckles, oh, my face, it hurts. Let me just be evil. Right. I think they do pick fleas off each other. That's why they have a whole pack, Carrie. There's like 7 or 8 of them that's growing and growing. You can't get to your back to pick off the fleas if your knuckles are all scratched up and you have to use them to walk. So I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's keep going. Andy Isham, what's up, my friend? All right, let's keep going and get into this. All right, so this is the Osceola Corrections Incident Report. Is it another one? 3/1/2024. Nurse to okay, so this was the one everyone was like, oh, what happened? This was way back in the day, 3/1/2024. This is like a year and 2 months ago. And we know what Stephan Stearns was. I can't even say it. We'll say CSAM, battery victim, 12 to 17 years, possession of CSAM, under age of 12. All right. Strip search was conducted which resulted in no contraband being found. Inmate Stearns was issued a clean dignity garment and clean mattress, and the cell phone was secure. 15-minute special confidential watch form. Stearns' property was inventoried, and he was cleared by mental health. All right. Anyway, that's it. Those are the documents. I will put them over there for you. Thank you guys for supporting my channel and being here. And it's Friday. I'm in a really good mood today. All right. I'm in a really good mood, and there's no other way to be. I mean, I just don't understand why people just can't be happy. I don't know, man. I guess that's part of it, huh? That's why they call people gay, right? Gay means happy. Bunch of happy mother truckers. All right, guys, if you guys like Jumpsuit Pablo, or you don't, you just like watching the content, let me know in chat. Hit a 1 in chat if you're all up on Jumpsuit Pablo, because I do watch Jumpsuit Pablo. It's just sometimes I feel like it's too much for me to share with you guys. I present cases and I present news, and sometimes it's beyond news. Okay, Gen B, a lot of you guys love Jumpsuit, and it's a good medicine to step back. It's a good medicine to not be so upset. He does make me laugh. So thank you, Jumpsuit, for lending your content. Sin, thank you for the 20 Guilty of Crime memberships. And I'm glad you guys, I see you guys in chat just like chuckling. I see you guys just, it's so funny. So funny. All right. Funny, funny, good times. All right, guys, you ready? Get into it. Hit that like. It's Friday. Like Sherry says, I see you guys. I know what's up. He reminds me of Dolly. Yeah, he is like a Dolly. He just has he has these jokes that sometimes are a little bit too far. Abby says Jumpsuit probably wants people to think he's hard and not a little P, who probably cried every night in prison, which is funny because I saw a video yesterday about him from what's the other guy with all the tattoos? JD. What's the guy's name? JD something. The guy with the shades all tatted up. He was showing Jumpsuit Pablo with with bruises, getting beat up, and I was like, too much. Too much. All right, yes, Sin, thank you. And everybody else, you guys know the drill. Hit the like button, subscribe, get a membership, and support the channel. If you don't know how to get to Ghost, just go to ghost.org and type in Guilty of Crime, all right? Yes, hang in there, Henrietta. We are rooting you on. Yes, Graham, Jen Soto for prison. Now let's talk about this. All right, let's go.
There are many organizations that are looking to do some very serious harm to this guy, Stephan Stearns.
A confirmed Florida State prison inmate has just sent out a video threat slash.
All right, by the way, good looking teeth, Jumpsuit Pablo. I was wondering, I used to watch him and he had like no teeth. And then he did this video where one of the doctors like did implants and everything. And he said, cha-ching, look at my smile now. It does look much better. So yes, good look on you, Pablo. Good look. All right. Yes. Well, you guys drop the link to Ghost, would you, for Leanne? All right.
Warning to Stephan Stearns, telling him exactly what the majority of prison inmates and gang organizations have in store for him once he arrives to the prison, just ahead of his trial starting this week. And trust me, if you're Stephan, what you're going to hear is a literal nightmare scenario awaiting you. I'll show you the full video message with subtitles and then break it down for you further after that. Let's get started.
All right. All right, we're going to get started. Thank you, Pablo, for the content. I do watch your content. I just don't always, I don't stream it because I want to have a news. I want a crime channel that's news. Rachel, thank you so much. Morning, Jay and crew. Happy 3-day weekend to anybody that has a 3-day weekend. I appreciate you. Love you guys. And yeah, I do have pretty teeth. Thank you. But my teeth are not, I did not get my teeth knocked out and I did not have implants like that. So thank you. But Jumpsuit Pablo, it's a good look on him. If you guys, any of you guys that don't have teeth, especially the ones that walk on their knuckles, go hit up Jumpsuit Pablo. He has a dentist for you. There is hope for you. There is. You can still live even if your knuckles are all fucked up. All right. Thank you, Indy, for being a member for a month. All right. And thank you, Peanut Butter. It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. All right.
There are many organizations that are looking to do some very serious harm to this guy, Stephan Stearns. As this new evidence keeps coming out, more condemning, more damning, it's just looking worse and worse for the guy. Several organizations are looking to do something physical to him. I don't know exactly what the prices are, but something's going to happen to this guy. There's a lot of people with a lot of money on this guy. I'd be surprised if he ever makes it to GP.
By the way, Synth, I see you in chat, and it does say on this video, Stephan Stearns has jackpot on his head by a prison inmate. So, Synth, I'm sorry to correct you, but it is a mark, technically, but we're reacting to Jumpsuit Pablo. And Jumpsuit Pablo says Stephan Stearns has jackpot on his head by prison inmate video. All right. Now, he does that quite a bit. He does that. If you go back on his channel, I just saw another one that came out. So I take it all with a grain of salt, right? It makes us feel better anyway. It makes us feel better. It makes us all warm and cozy inside. But yeah, that's what it's called, Synth.
Just because of this.
Now, even though that's only a 30-second clip, there's a lot to unpack here. First, I will start off by verifying and validating this inmate, this Florida prison inmate. I do know him, not personally, but have worked with him many times in the past. Invaluable insight into other Florida inmates, such as Wade Wilson and also the Parkland shooter. Okay. Yeah. Things that you would have never known or would have never got put out there. You really got to hear it from the inmates who are on the inside and often don't have an opportunity to get this.
And we do hope that it's real. We hope that these people that he's communicating with really are doing that and saying that. But again, the reason I don't normally stream Jumpsuit is because I don't know. And yeah, Peanut Butter, that's exactly how I feel. We want him to make it to trial. We don't want him to take his life. We don't want him to something to happen where like Jeffrey Dahmer, he didn't have to serve at any time. He just took a beating and that was it. It was game over. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they actually, you know what? I do know, Abby. I do know. All right. If many of you guys know, I have family members that went to prison and they all had cell phones when there were times of the cell phone. So it depends on what level you're at. I was very surprised too that people in prison get freaking cell phones depending on the level that they're at. They do have cell phones. I was shocked. I was shocked by that, right? And I never hide it. And if you guys see the channels, yes, my nephew was in prison, and he was in prison in the times where there were cell phones. And when he called, I was like, how in the hell are you calling and FaceTiming, boy? All right. And yes, I did support my nephew. I did get my nephew a lawyer. All right. That's what good aunties / big sisters do. All right. No shame in my game. All right. Let's go. I'm very transparent.
This information out there, even if they could, nobody would listen. They're,
Okay.
they're on
Thank
a
you,
contraband
Rachel.
cell
Thank
phone.
you,
They don't really
Rachel.
know who to talk to. The inmates who are in there with these people have the most info about what is either happening currently with these people or what the buzz around town as far as the other inmates is
Right?
when
That's
expecting
true.
these people, like we're expecting Stephan Stearns, once they arrive to
I
that
know. What the
prison
heck?
system in Florida. Obviously, he's on a contraband cell phone. He has to cover his face. If you don't cover your face and you send something to Jumpsuit Pablo and I put it out there and you give me permission, hundreds of thousands of people are probably going to see it. And that's not
Right.
good for you.
Me
So
too.
obviously,
All right, I gotta ask you before we get started, Braddy Stolen Spirits, and it's good to see a picture of you. Thank you. All right, listen, you tell me. You said my nephew called me from a cell in prison too, and I was like, "What the hell? Oh, you in trouble?" That's what I did too. But tell me, when your nephew called you, did you just hang up on him and say "fuck off"? You're in jail. We don't talk to people in jail, or did you support your nephew so that when he comes out, he could be a better person? You tell me in chat, all right? Because people that try to shame somebody for supporting people in prison, not people, but your family, because that's what we do with family, right? I may have it twisted, but I have a Hispanic family, and my Hispanic family would not be happy. None of my family would be happy if I didn't support my family. So let me know. Yeah, heck no, you don't do that. My mom would have slapped me with a shoe. Her should have taken her chancla off and been like, you don't turn your back on your family. All right, just checking. Leanne, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker. Love you, girl. No, heck no. All right. So the people that are trying to shame me for supporting my nephew, then okay, that's just their culture. They turn their backs on. Okay, I got it. Just checking. All right.
he's got to cover his face a good bit. But
Yeah.
amongst all the echoes that is going to come from being in a loud, obnoxious cell block in prison with hundreds of other inmates,
Thank you.
this is the message that we were able to make out that he had to give about what the general consensus and what's going around the cell blocks and the prisons and the yards when it comes to Stephan Stearns. Okay. So first off, of course, he says there are many people, individuals, and also many organizations, gangs. Some like to call themselves organizations, but they're all pretty much gangs. Okay. A lot of them, whether they're a lone man or a group, want to get their hands on Stephan Stearns. Some of that comes with the notoriety and the publicity and the infamy that his case has gotten and how widely covered it is. Some people just want to make an example and make a name. I'm sure it doesn't help in a large, if not larger, other part of this is the fact of what he's being charged with and what he is almost certainly going to be going to their prison yards for the heinous, horrible, disturbing, disgusting things he's done to a child.
Right. And we don't turn our back on family, and we don't turn our back on friends around here either. All right. And thank you for saying that, Foxy. California focuses on rehabilitation, not punishment. They don't lock you up with a chain and a rock and make you hit a rock all day and then throw some water and some stale bread at you. This is not the 1950s anymore in a all one color society. All right. So get off the ground, pull your knuckles up. Thank you. You have to support your people. You don't have to know their love. They need somewhere to turn. Just because they're in prison doesn't mean they don't need love and support. And when they get out, they need to know that they need to do better. And you can't teach them that if you're throwing bread and water at them and making them hit a rock all day. All right. Thank you, Synth. Love you, girl. Appreciate you.
Wild. And I preach in every single video I do about this or another case or this person's going to prison. What do the inmates think? How's that going to be? I preach. As someone, if you're new here, I always have to explain this. I've done 10 years in prison. I know how it goes. Inmates, if inmates watch anything, they watch the news because they have this need, this desire to know what is happening outside of these bars, these cement walls. I need to know what's happening in the world. They love the news. We need to know what's going on out there. They religiously watch the news. It is a big deal. And you better believe they are watching everything about Stephan Stearns. And we have this confirmed here because if you notice, he even says all these new developments and new evidence, new details, new information that has recently come out about Stephan Stearns just before his first of 2 trials, which this first trial is more for the CSAM, I believe, the basically material involving a child that nobody should ever have or participate in, if you catch my drift.
And guys, we have another case next week that we're covering. That's Jen Soto 2.0. You guys do not want to miss it because I'm telling you right now, it's what Jen is going to look like on the stand. It's another horrible case out of Texas, and the mom never got arrested, but she goes on the stand, and Jen Soto is going to have to show up for a trial or two, okay? So hashtag arrest Jen Soto, guys. Can you guys put that in chat? Because I haven't. Every show that we do about Madeline Soto, justice for Madeline Soto, prayers for her, and a hashtag arrest Jen Soto. That's what keeps this thing going, okay? So hashtag arrest Jen Soto. Marcy, thank you so much for the $2.99 super sticker. Appreciate you.
Okay.
All right, let's get to it, Pablo.
They know about it. They've heard the new details.
Yep.
All these inmates have, not all of them, but most inmates, there's enough to where everyone is informed. If you don't have one, somebody who does have a cell phone has told you what they've saw and what they've watched about this case on their cell phone. That is how it goes. For example, I got out of prison in 2022. From 2020 to 2022, I'll tell you now, every inmate in the building was glued to their TV all day, every day, and fully kept up with everything and on their cell phones that was going on with the George Floyd situation. And that created a lot of tension. Yeah, that's a whole other subject, but that's just an example to show you inmates we keep up with this stuff. We keep up with this stuff. We want to know what is happening in the world because we crave that knowledge because we are missing it. It is something inherent to an inmate. Okay, that's the only way I can really explain it to you. It is so important to them to keep up with that. They're keeping up with it. They even know about the new updates. There's all this new stuff that's come out about Stephan Stearns. If you clicked on this video, I assume that you probably know what those are because you're probably following that case. If you aren't, let me tell you, long story short, everything new that's come out, it ain't good. He's now.
All right. Yeah. Everything that's going to come out isn't going to be good. It's going to be hard. I wish the trial would start because it's just like it's the buildup to it and the fights in the community and people. I mean, there's just so much tension in the community and I don't understand why, right? I don't. JC, people would go nuts if I did 5 lives per day. They would probably burn my house down, all right? But we want the trial to start. Hashtag arrest Jen Soto. She has not been arrested. I wish. And we are waiting impatiently to get more information. Like I said, if you missed in the beginning, we did a FOIA request and we're going to keep doing FOIAs until new information comes out.
Nasty. He's disgusting. He's a pervert.
Yes.
And I believe there's over 3,500 pieces of photographic or video material that are going to be entered into evidence during this trial coming up this week, tomorrow, involving what do you think?
How come it didn't happen? So this was 2 weeks ago. nothing's happened. We think the trial's going to be live, but we haven't really got a ruling just yet. All right. Thank you, Marcy. Again, my friend. I appreciate you. All you that are in here. Gen X, I didn't get to shout you out, but Gen X, I finally could do this. Hashtag arrest Jen Soto. And thank you. All right.
They are. I mean, they're exactly what you think they are, maybe worse from what I've read and what I've seen and what I've heard.
Your knuckles.
Same goes for them. They're disgusted. They're pissed off. They don't like that. They don't like that. They know about it. There are hits on him. And he'll even tell you himself, hey, listen, sorry, you know, I'm not the almighty one. I don't know the exact dollar amount. I don't, you know, but there's some people with some money. They got that money. They got some big time money on Stephan Stearns' head. Big time money. Let me tell you something. In prison, ethics, morals, prison justice. Yeah, we must do this. All the murderers, burglars, and purse snatchers and car thieves. We must band together to stomp out the pedos. Yeah, I get the hypocrisy. I get it. But hey, that don't change the way it works, and that don't change the way things are in prison. And that is how they view it. They will come together to get that man. They feel extra special about that type of crime.
Right.
There is big money on this man's head, and he ain't even been to trial yet. Big money. So big that this guy doesn't even know the exact dollar amount, because it's probably several amounts all being pulled together from several organizations or individuals who have money.
Right. I don't know if you guys have watched this before, but how much of this do you think is verified? Now, somebody in chat, I don't know a lot about Pablo. So is this is the inmate that said that from a Florida prison? Or yeah, it does look like an extra spicy wing. We want to thank Carrie for that. I'm gonna wear it around my neck and go to work like that. They're gonna be like, what is wrong with you? All right. Thank you, Malibu Surf. I appreciate you. Good to see you, my friend. All right. I haven't even watched this yet. I only listened to the beginning part.
Money. This is serious. People want him.
His thought.
And then that brings me to another interesting thing he said.
Yes, please.
I wouldn't be surprised if he never makes it to GP. And if you don't know, that means general population. Because of this, I would expect him to not go immediately to general population, just based off my experience. Keep in mind, I haven't been locked up in Florida. I did my 10 years in South Carolina. It is very hard to speculate about another state prison system when you ain't been there. Every state prison system is different. There are some generalities and some things that kind of apply no matter where you go, but then there's some intricacies and some nuances that are different place to place. And that is why I like to talk to people who are there. That is why that is my thing with this channel.
444, guys. Okay. Say a prayer for Maddie, okay?
Personally, I would agree he would never go to general population immediately. And I think the routine thing here is to stick him maybe 6 months to a year in a isolated place, a protected place. But then ultimately, eventually, once that hype dies down and people quit talking about him and people aren't all fired up about him, you do, because there's limited spacing in these protected places. That's why. Eventually, they need those spaces for more immediate.
And that's what I want to pause and say. And of course, I'm reacting to this video. I'm not just playing it. But right now, it's hard for Stephan to get to the phone when he wants to call, because he needs 2 to 4 people or guards, and they're short-staffed, guys. They're short-staffed. So that being said, they'll just stick him in his cell, give him the tablet. I don't know when. I don't really know the rules of that yet. 444, guys. We do need angels needed, and we need that justice for Maddie. I don't know why this community is so divided lately. I just look at the Justice for Madeline page, which I'll look at when I'm done with this, and I'd like to hear your thoughts. But I mean, even on this Justice for Maddie page with 12,000 members, you got people over there that are divided, and they're saying things about the people that helped from the very beginning of this case. All right, from the very beginning, and I'm not really sure why, but we need to come together in this case instead of fighting each other. I feel like it's the Sebastian case all over again. All right. More. Thank you so much for gifting a membership. All right, let's listen to this some more. But that's why if they're short staffed, now I don't think he's going to be in general population anytime soon. If he is, it's going to be a general population with pedos. All right. They do that. They do that. Woman's Warrior. I didn't get to see your comment earlier, but you said, Jay, that won't ever change. He will always have a target. He will never be exactly. And nor should he really. Maddie never felt safe. Right. But what they do is they'll put him in housing with a bunch of other people that have committed similar crimes. So if he is in Gen Pop, that's what they do. All right. I don't know how it's divided, Leanne. It's divided with the people that are presenting the cases. I'd have to show you the Justice for Maddie page, but people are fighting. Content creators are fighting over who did what. I'm talking about the Maddie case, Justice for Maddie. It's divided like it is with the Sebastian Rogers case. So I wish that the trials would hurry up so we can cover the trial and cover the content instead of all the back and forth. We want justice for Maddie. That's what we came here for. All right. All right, let's keep going.
Immediate people, inmates who are in a more immediate danger for various reasons, usually gang reasons. They dropped out, they snitched, they didn't follow orders. People are out to get them, want to kill them for those. That's the most common thing. And that stuff happens really quick, and it's a big circle, and it happens, and they need that space. So, buddy, you've been here a year. Nobody's even talking about you. Nobody even remembers you. You got to get the hell out. Okay, you're going to General Pop. I could see Stephan going to General Pop on those terms and then within that time frame. But again, that's just me. Now, he's there. He's been there a while, and he's going to be there a while more. I'm sure he knows more than me about how Florida state prison systems work. And if he feels like he'll never see GPP, that really speaks to me about the threat level, the intensity that people want to get to him, which is downright scary because at the end of the day, it don't take nothing but a corrupt CEO, which trust.
All right. Now, do you guys, I see a lot of people chat. Anna, what's up? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Stephan Stearns won't have enough money to keep him safe. That's going to be interesting. First, we got to get through the trials. And then once the trials are done, he will be housed wherever they put him from. He's in, where is he? Osceola. So if you're, Anna, you're local, where are they going to house him after that? Let me know. Or if you guys know. Again, I don't know the Florida system like that. So let me know. All right. There's a lot of things that need to happen. Now, there's a lot of dates out there, but they keep getting pushed. And I also want Jen Soto to still be arrested. All right. I am Ali B. I'm not sure where you're coming from. Is this channel worried about Stephan's safety? There's not a certain. No, I don't know. I'm not really sure how to answer that at all. We want Stephan to get to trial and then after trial to serve his sentence. I'm not sure that you're asking. I'm not really sure what question you're asking here. We want him to get to trial. That's it. That was an interesting question, right? What do you mean this channel? I am this channel. And no, I just want him. Nobody's worried about Stephan. We're talking about why, what it's going to take, what's happening with that. We don't want him to take his own life because then he won't have to deal with court and trial and prison. So no, I'm not really sure where that's coming from.
Trust me, there are plenty. Get on Google. Corrections officer arrested. Corrections guard caught. Corrections officer broke rules. Corrections officer booked. Corrections officer sent to prison. Google it. Hundreds and hundreds of stories. They will break rules. It don't take but one corrections officer who has a daughter that age, or who has a child, or themselves as a child had something done to them.
We have no idea yet what's going to happen. I am for the death penalty 110%. You guys know me. I say commit a crime, go to Florida and get the death penalty, or commit a crime and go to Texas and get the death penalty. So yeah, I wasn't even that far yet. You're right. If he gets the death penalty for the Capitol Red Room, he's absolutely going to be housed by himself. All right. And yeah, Anna's right. We don't wish harm on anyone. We believe in karma on this channel. So that's a good answer. Thank you, Anna. for anybody that's asking questions about any of that, we don't wish harm on anybody. Karma's going to hit you as hard as it can. And we're following this case to see what happens and will there be full justice for Maddie. So there you go, Anna. Thank you for answering that question. Wyatt, good to see you. I hope you're feeling better. Hashtag arrest Jen Soto. All right. Has to be death penalty, prison. Not all are. Right. Okay, there you go. So that's a good assumption. If he gets a death penalty, it's going to be a different prison than if he doesn't get the death penalty. And I am for the death penalty. Karma, baby. Karma. Right.
To them. For whatever reason, this really resonates with them and they want to facilitate action being taken against him. Let me tell you something. Doors get left unlocked on accident. Things happen. Doors get opened. Opportunities present themselves. It happens in prison.
We can't carry around hate,
especially when you're talking big money. You could have a guy, he don't.
Now, you know what's interesting, Henrietta? I think I'm more angry at Jen Soto than Stephan Stearns. Now, I know Stephan Stearns' day is coming for him. He's sitting in there now hating it. He freaking hates it. So, yes, bad things will come to him for what he did to Maddie all those years. But Jen is roaming around free, and we don't know if she's ever going to really be arrested. And I don't carry around bad wishes and hate for people all day long because that would just be toxic to me. Right? I just don't do that. I just assume justice or karma will come, but I hear what you're saying. I just can't roll around wishing bad thoughts on everybody or it will just consume me. All right? I don't want that. I don't want to be consumed by that. I want Jen Soto to be arrested. I think Jen Soto consumes me more than anything. Right? It consumes me because she's not arrested, and I really want her to be.
I don't give a crap. I'm a guard. I don't give a crap. I don't have kids. I don't have a daughter. Nothing ever happened to me. I don't even really necessarily care about this crap. I'm a guard, and I might secretly be a pervert. And I don't even hate Stephan for what he did.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario. But you talking enough money?
Hey, how you doing? I hope so.
Something done happened to him. Somebody got him.
So.
Something happened. And it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. Something happen. When that money comes into play, especially in prison, everything changes. Anything's on the table. Anything could happen. So it is very possible he may never see GP, but that does not mean he won't ever see some harm.
Right. We just don't know. We can't know. And Jen Soto, we've talked about it so many times. There's so many small charges. I keep on going over them, and I don't understand why she's not arrested for those. All right. Jennifer Blair, thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome here. I haven't seen you before, but thank you. I hope that you get gifted a membership soon. All right. I'll give some memberships here in a bit. Let me play this so I can gift a membership. Because I can't multitask like that. Yeah, we ain't worried about you, Ashton said. Love you too, and thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. All the positive love and support on the channel. It goes a long way, guys. It really does. All right. Justice for yes, both, Wyatt, both. Hey, Wyatt, are you gonna call in tonight? Is anybody gonna call in? Because if not, then there's no reason to open the lines.
Come his way, what he did. And you know what? What it's going to be, let it be. Let nature take its course. Let the sickos get weeded out. That's how I feel. I don't know about you. That's just my opinion. But there you have it. There's the update. There's my breakdown and my assessment. Hope you enjoyed the video. And you better gear up for a wild trial and some wild things, I believe and foresee coming after this trial when I know, fingers crossed, he's found guilty, sent to prison. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Now, hold on. I'm going to play that one more time because in the very beginning, I didn't get to, I was doing something and I got distracted. So I'm going to play that one more time. You guys figure out what you're going to do. Thank you so much. I hope that you get a membership. I just gifted 5 memberships. I want to gift more, but while we're doing this, I want to know if you guys, if anybody has anything to call in or any of the mods want to call in. Wyatt, are you wanting to call in? 444. Let's say a prayer that Maddie gets complete and utter justice. All right. And Yeah, if Bazard were here, he'd call. Hey, if you guys don't want to call in, I'm all good with having an easy night. Henrietta, happy birthday. You guys wish Henrietta happy birthday, please. And Jennifer B, thank you. Welcome all the new members. All right, welcome all the new members. I will play this again, and then I'll show you the Justice for Maddie page that I think is the page that you should join to get all updates, because I think they're doing the best job keeping it up to date, and they keep people out that are just over there trolling and hating, right? We don't need that. We don't need any of that. Thank you. Happy birthday to you again. Happy birthday, Henrietta. The chat's going. All right, Jay, do you think they haven't arrested her so they won't put them on trial together, or can she be a witness? So that's a good, thank you for asking that, Woman's Warrior. I do absolutely think they're going to put her on the stand and they're going to use her as a state witness. That's why they let her have the queen for the day with her attorney. She's absolutely going to be there. I don't think that they would do a trial together no matter what, just because of the way the cookies crumbled, so to speak. But I think like the Adelsons, I think they will arrest her after, if they have hard evidence and the judge says, go ahead, you can go with this indictment. And they want something better than what they have now, guys, because she really could be arrested for endangerment resulting in death and neglect. Like right now. You guys have to stay tuned next week when I run that episode with Mercedes Lasoya. You guys are going to you're going to be upset. You're going to be throwing shit at your screen. And then I'm going to say to you, hey, that's Jen Soto right there. She's walking away. She let this man do this and she walked away. All right. What is taking the, well, now I don't think they have enough evidence to indict her, or they would have. I don't think that. I don't think that. Allie B from Tennessee. Thank you so much for the membership. I'm on the same page. Was not trying to be negative earlier with my question. Well, thank you. I can't keep track of 500 people in chat. And like I said, these guys ruin it for everybody else. The knuckle grinders, they ruin it for all of you guys, because I don't know who's who lately. Before, it was so much fun and so easy. Everybody was just cool. And if they didn't want to be cool, they would leave. But thank you, Allie B. We appreciate you. And you don't have to agree with me. We can agree to disagree always on this channel. All right. Thank you so much. Love you. Good to see you. All right, let's play this again, and then I will do call-ins. All right, Synth. Let me play this again. I'll show Justice for Maddie, and I'll set up the call-in. I'm just gonna play this part. I didn't really get to see it.
Serious harm to this guy, Stephan Stearns.
A confirmed Florida State Prison inmate has just sent out a video threat / warning to Stephan Stearns, telling him exactly what the majority of prison inmates and gang organizations have in store for him once he arrives to the prison, just ahead of his trial starting this week. And trust me, if you're Stephan, what you're going to hear is a literal nightmare scenario awaiting you. I'll show you the full video message with subtitles and then break it down for you further after that. Let's get started.
All right, just come on, just show us that.
That's coming out, more condemning, more damning. It's just looking worse and worse for the guy. Several organizations are looking to do something physical to him. I don't know exactly what the prices are, but something's going to happen to this guy. There's a lot of people with a lot of money on this guy. I'd be surprised if he ever really makes it to GP just because of this.
Now, even though that's only a 30-second clip, there's a lot
to
unpack here.
Right.
First, I will start off by verifying and validating this inmate, this Florida prison inmate. I do know him, not personally, but...
All right, good. So that's it. There was 30 seconds. This is the first time I watched the full video with you guys. So awesome. Let's take a look at the Maddie page, and then we'll do some call-ins. A lot of people dropped off. There was 450-something people, and a lot of people... Well, there's 412, but people, they come and they go. So I put the call-in number, guys. I'm going to just show this real quick. I always say, go over there. Go check out Justice for Madeline Soto. It's got 12,000 members. It's a closed, it's a closed page. Like, you have to be a member and they have to okay things. So it's safe. All right. Why it says it's near start. They keep they call it Stark. Okay, you guys, in my opinion, they needed her testimony to convict. I do think they need her testimony for something, and I think it's to fill in the blanks. That's why they brought her in, was to fill in the blanks for all the missing holes in the times. That's what they're going to use her potato ass for. All right, all right. Let's not talk about other channels here. All right. All right. Let's look at this real quick. Justice for Madeline Soto, 12,000 members, and I think Jenny's one of the main people. She's the admin of the group. All right. So here you go, right here. Various agencies dropped the ball and mishandled Maddie's case from the get-go, including posting images at her most vulnerable state. Yet no proper word has been said. As a mother and individual, it hurts my heart. My heart aches, right? You guys also should check out, if you watch TikTok, Matt Thibodeau. All right. Let's see if this is how long this thing is real quick. Okay, let's take a look at this. This is good. This is a report. This gives you a good idea of what goes on. Oh, wow, we're getting a call. Let's see who that is, though, before I. All right, let's see who it is. I'm not going to put them on. Oh, shoot. Hello. Let me put you on live with us, okay? 1 second. I wanted to make sure it wasn't somebody just calling to tell me how much I suck. All right, hold
People
on.
are ridiculous.
Oh, I know. All right, here you go.
I've been getting it too. Trust me, I get mine.
Oh, you get yours too. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, there you go. Can you tell me
okay.
what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Brady from Stolen Spirits.
Hello. What do you got?
How are you?
I'm doing well.
I was just calling in to tell you I appreciate you more than you know. What you do is amazing. I appreciate it, especially covering the Madeline Soto case. I was abused pretty much the same way she was as a child till I was 14 from the age of 5. And there were so many other creators that I had reached out to when this first came out to please cover it. This was before I was a creator myself. Begged them to please cover it, and nobody would do it. They said it was too hard to hear. And my thing is, people actually live this. She lived this. I live this. People live this. And it's like she deserves to be heard. And so I wanted to thank you personally for doing this.
You're very welcome. And I so appreciate you bringing this up, because I just got to thank you from, I can't even say who it is, but the original people that called me and said, "Hey, Jay, nobody's covering this case. I can't get them to. Can you cover this case?" Now, I was only streaming for maybe like a month and a half. I was very new at YouTube, and I took the case on. I was very naive about everything. And now we're here, right? We get attacked for it.
Yep.
A year later. And that's what I mean by divided community. People hate me, and I had no idea that's what was coming. So I appreciate you saying thank you. I didn't know it was coming, but I said okay to take the case. So
and prayers for them that they never have to go through this or anything like that, to be judging somebody or to be judging you for covering it. Because like I said, it needs to be heard. There was no justice for me. There's no justice for me. And so this case is really, really important to me. And people don't realize this is, it's super hard to watch or listen to. It's super hard to watch and listen to when you've lived it. But I will continue to watch it. I will continue to support you 120 whatever percent, because I will listen to this case until there is justice. And by justice, I mean both of those. Can I say bitches on here?
Yeah,
need to be in prison. There won't be justice until they're both in prison. But even it's so hard for me to watch, but I won't stop watching until there is justice for her.
And you know what? Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. I never was abused, but my mom was, and she's 70, and it still sticks to her this day. A lot of things choices she made was because of the trauma from that. And so
it never goes away.
Yeah.
It never goes away. There are so many triggers, especially watching this case, especially when it first came out. There were so many triggers for me. I would have to turn it off, but I would turn it back on. She deserves to be heard.
I agree.
And if she can't do it herself, we have to do it for her. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Thank you for bringing that up. And, I just got to thank you for last week. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know it was much of an option to cover the case. And now I see why. I see why, because getting attacked.
I stand behind you 100%. And like in your room, you'll see me swap people. I probably confuse people because I go from my bratty stolen spirits to my stolen spirits. It's because I have to give you double thumbs up for doing this.
Well,
I appreciate you that much.
I don't know what your channel is. I don't think I'd like to subscribe to your channel. So if you would, I don't know.
My channel is the name of my link. All you got to do is click on my link. It's Stolen Spirits, MMIWG.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
But anyways, I love you and I appreciate you, and you are amazing and you are funny and you are strong, and I'm here 120%.
Thank you.
Hey, that's it.
All right.
I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, guys. 408-538-1516. Somebody else was calling in and I didn't get it because I wanted a proper goodbye. I just formally, she was introduced to me. I'm going to go over to Stolen Spirits. Great to hear this. What she said, I can't even believe that's how this case started. It started that way. Nobody wanted to take the case. And I remember them coming to me and I was like, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing, but I mean, sure, I'll take the case. I'll do my best that I can do with it. So let's see. All right, hope this somebody
call from Christine.
All right, Christine, where are you calling from? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, you're live.
Hi,
Christine.
Jay. How are you?
Hi. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Bellflower, the grandma. I always call you.
Oh, okay. Hello. I want to talk. Let's go.
How you been?
I'm doing well.
I just want to tell you that you are awesome, girl. Don't let nobody ruin your thunder. You're doing. Hey, you didn't do these crimes. You're just giving us information, right?
I don't even have a criminal record.
I don't know why in the fuck, excuse my language, they're coming after you. What the fuck are these people thinking?
I don't know.
Right?
This is a new world to me. Like I said, I never streamed before, last year, and I didn't know that this came up.
And I remember you starting this, right?
Yeah.
When this happened with Maddie.
Yes.
And I give you so much credit, but fuck them all. Just fuck them all. You know what I mean? If I could go down there and beat their ass for you, I would do it. I honestly would, because they come after you. They come after your little girl. I'm like, this is bullshit, people.
I know. And I hate that I can't say her name or whatever, because that's my buddy.
Yeah.
I hang out with her all the time. That's my buddy,
And then the advocates that are doing their job, like Jenny, I forgot her last name.
Jenny Esquivel. Thank you for saying that.
She has done beyond her work. She spread the word, rest in peace, Madeline. I just want her to know that I loved her and you love her. And I just want her to know that people here, we love her. You know what I mean?
I do know. I do know. And she gets shit all the time. People say, "Oh, you're working with Jay." She's not working with me. I just was working in the community with this case, and I don't even know what it is. I give mad props to her. That woman works crazy all day long for the advocate thing. And anybody to bash her, they can fuck them too, right?
Right. That's I just don't know how people could be so cruel in this world. And we didn't do this shit. Jennifer did it.
I know.
Stephan did it. And I swear to God, I hope YouTube is watching this. I hope they butt fuck him in prison. Okay? I swear to God, I hope they do that. And I hope one day somebody will get Jennifer Soto so damn good.
Oh, I know.
This little girl was innocent. Okay, she was a baby, and he preyed on her, and she let it happen.
That's what makes me so angry. That's what makes me on that mission to arrest Soto, because
it's true that she didn't go to the fucking funeral. Okay, this bitch has not cried.
Let's get this straight real quick. I'm gonna get this real straight. Okay, so that's what I was originally told. So now I was told, I got corrected after that last show. She did go. She went to the private funeral that they had. They had a very first private funeral she went to, and then nothing else. She didn't call 911. She didn't go to the vigil. She didn't go to the memorial. She didn't go to anything. So
And then she cried. Did you see that? She cried for like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
and then she was laughing about the freaking that stupid cat or dog thing was going off.
Yes.
Remember in the first videos,
Coda,
I'm like, this bitch is guilty.
Coda, Sailor, that thing.
Yeah, and then she did a fucking smile like, bitch, you're fucking guilty. You gotta pay for what you did. I can't believe this dude. Like, they have not got her on shit. This bitch has not went to one day in freaking jail.
Right.
And Maddie's like gone. Come on.
Right.
This is your child.
I agree.
I don't know. This gets me so upset. I know my blood pressure is like
and that's okay.
off the chart.
We don't cuss. We don't cuss a lot on this channel, but sometimes
I know.
do.
I saw you being a girl today, and I was like, you know what? It's my day. I call in.
It's Friday, and you know what? Sometimes we do cuss. I see somebody in chat that doesn't is not particularly happy, but we do watch our mouth, and we're call-ins, and we're grown adults, and some creators actually cuss all the time, which surprises me. But yeah, that's
okay. I cuss like a trucker.
Yeah, I
used to be a trucker, so I know.
Every once in a while on the show we'll cuss on a Friday and let it go. But you know what? People hate on no matter what. So we're gonna do what we do.
You're a good work, girl. You're doing amazing work.
Thank
you. And you know what? Like when you hang up with me, just give me a high five of like thumbs up.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too. Thank you. Keep supporting the channel.
Have a good one.
And you know what? If you see any nonsense out there, just report it, okay? Don't send it. Don't send it. Just hit report and boom. All right. Love you, girl.
You got
Thank you.
I love you too. Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. All right, guys. And if you guys are sensitive, like I see Marissa, if you're being sensitive to just trigger warning. Every once in a while, we cuss here. If you don't want to hear it or it's making you upset, you might want to step away. All right. So yeah, we're doing what we want. I gotta see who this is.
Call from April from Illinois.
Oh well, hello, April from Illinois. How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so happy. I had emailed you the other night.
Oh,
and I sent you the buttons that I made for Maddie and Sebastian.
Oh, thank you. Hello.
And I just really wanted to thank you for responding to me. That was really nice.
No, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Anybody that needs somebody to talk to in the case, I try, you know.
And I just really want to thank you for all you do. You're amazing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You have no idea how much that means after the last month. So thank you. Just you supporting the channel by being here and saying that, we love it. We love it.
And I just don't understand why people would go after somebody for, trying to get justice. That doesn't make sense because she was too young. She didn't know, she didn't do nothing wrong to deserve that. I don't know why people will go after a creator for trying to get justice. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I can't make sense of it either. Like I said, I'm pretty new to this YouTube thing and I had no idea. So I'm just going to say what we got to do as justice warriors is just ignore them and they'll find somebody else to be mad at,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't have a solution and I have no idea why. It doesn't matter what I do,
Yeah, I just think you're really awesome. I just want to thank you for all you do.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. And I think I responded to you. We responded, but feel free to text me back and forth. And I'm sure I would love to share those pins. I don't have a PO box, so maybe I'll have you send them to one of my mods, and then we can put them in one of the Foxy boxes. Would that be okay?
That would be nice. That'd be nice.
Okay, that'd be great. I really want our audience to have things like that, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Cool.
Well, I would really be honored to be able to do that.
Well,
that make me feel good.
I will coordinate that, and we'll make sure that we put it up. And I thank you right here and right now. All right.
Huh?
I said
what?
I said I thank you right now for that. It's just another.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, someone else is calling, so it beat.
Yep.
All right. You
All right.
anything else?
Thank you, Jay.
All
No,
right.
thank you.
All right.
Bye.
You take care. Bye.
Call from Indy from Texas. To accept, press 1.
It's Cindy from Texas. How you doing?
Hey.
Hey.
Let me turn off my... I just called to say one thing. Fuck.
Yes.
And that's it.
Is that it?
See you later. Love you, Jay.
Love you. Bye. I love these people, man. Did you hear that? She called to say one thing. Oh man, that was funny. That was funny. Oh god. Okay. All right. Anybody else? If not, we will. I didn't. Yeah, there's that's what we do here. We try to get as many facts and then put them down. But I do have that little bit of an update. If nobody else is gonna call in, that was funny. Oh my god, that made me just laugh. Thank you. I needed that. All right, I'm gonna play that. I want to play that 5-minute video that talks about. It came out 2 hours ago, guys. Well, let me see. See.
Call from One Love.
Oh, cool. Yes. Hey, I'm excited. What's up, One Love? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Jay. What's up?
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing really good. I gotta tell you, I don't know how my mom's gonna live without you for 3 days. Come on, Jay.
Oh.
She got me in a frenzy on days you're not on, looking for your channel.
Aw, that's so sweet. Give her a big hug.
I will.
Hey, Jay, I'm an old hag, but I dig you.
She says she's an old hag, but she digs you.
All right. I love old hags that are nice. Hey, I'm going to be an old hag one of these days too, but I'm going to be loving old hag.
There's no
Right?
golden years.
Right. She is too, though. She is. That's too funny.
Oh, man. What's up, One Love?
Well, I was just calling in. We were talking about that cat, Almasteka, and how he is probably running Tamagotchi boys their pockets.
Oh, man. The Tamagotchi.
I definitely believe he is.
What do you think? Tell me.
Because, Jumpsuit Pablo is definitely, I think he's legit and that he got connections and he knows what it is.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
But,
I don't know. That's why I'm always hesitant about putting certain things out because, he's entertainment too. So I don't know. I don't know the people. So I look to you guys.
Right. But there's just a hierarchy we know about. Like that would gain anybody there respect or like honor. That's how they do it over there in jail and stuff.
Where are you calling from? Like what state?
We're from the East Coast.
Okay, everybody's from the East Coast, man.
I know, right?
Well,
I gotta come to Cali someday. I've never been to Cali.
Hey,
I've been all over, but that's one state I have never been to.
I would love to do a meetup someday with you guys, man.
Yeah. No, I said we got to go to CrimeCon. Yes. I never even knew there was one.
No, CrimeCon's in Denver this year. I don't think I'll make it this year, but I'd love to go next year. I'm for sure game to go to CrimeCon and meet you guys.
Yeah, I love it too. Is it always in Denver or?
I think it has been the last few years in Colorado. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it there. I lived there for a little while. I love the mountains over there, but I would love to go. Yeah, I would love to everybody come meet up. That'd be great.
And we have a bigger following by then too, right? So we get a bunch of old hags all together and just we'll just frolic around like a bunch of old hags. It's all good.
Yep. Sounds great. All right, yo.
All right.
Safe.
All right, girl. You take care.
All right, be safe, everybody.
Give your mom a big hug, all right?
I will. She will. The hags unite.
All right. You too. Bye. So cute. Isn't that cute when someone calls in from their mom, like calls in and their mom's in the background? I don't know why I love just moms. Like moms are so precious, you guys. Seriously. For those of you that don't have your moms anymore, I know you feel. I know how you probably feel, but the ones that do, man, they're precious. And Nanaska is watching from the bathtub. Don't drop your phone. All right, we're gonna. If anybody wants to call in, I'm gonna take one more call, and then I'm going to go to the latest update that Matt Thibodeau has. I don't know why I'm not following him, but oh, let's see.
Call from Marianne.
Hello, Marianne.
Hi, Jay. How are you?
I'm doing well. Happy Friday. How are you?
Good. Well, recovering from a sinus infection, but other than that, okay. I just always appreciate you're always happy, you're always pleasant, and I'm glad you stick up to the haters because there's so much out there.
I know.
And I haven't been able to become a member yet.
That's okay.
I'm working on finances, but I do watch your show, and I just absolutely love it. You took me away from another channel, but I won't say what.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to do that, but I love you guys.
No, your content, the way you present things, you're funny, or your animals and everything. I just appreciate it. I'm sorry that you have the knuckle walkers.
I love
And
you guys.
yeah, and the thing about this, Jen possibly being a witness
Yeah.
for Stephan, how's she going to do it without being on drugs? Like she knows to drug herself pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
And if you go back to her statement, she said she didn't take her medicine the day before.
You're right.
So what did that matter? Why she had to be alone? Because what, was she going to double her dose or something? You don't double doses when you miss meds.
Right. And I'm glad you're talking about this and asking because so I think one reason she even brought that up is because maybe there's a couple reasons I'm thinking, but one is maybe she was acting weird. She said, you could even ask my coworkers, I was acting weird. And I wonder, was it because she had a blood test? Was it because she didn't want it? She didn't want to take those drugs that weren't prescribed in her drug test, so she had to not take them. Do you know what I mean? Remember, she got blood work that next day. If you're going to get blood work at your doctor, you cannot be taking that off the street stuff. So
yeah,
that's what I am convinced that she was acting weird. She didn't get to take her street Zans or whatever else she was getting on the street because, it takes 24 to 48 hours to drop. You go do a blood test and then you can go drug yourself up all you want. So that's what I was thinking. And I'm glad you brought that up.
Right. So she's nervous when she speaks. She doesn't make eye contact.
Right.
When she answers, I want to say, I mean, that's not how you answer. Thinking in your head, like, oh, what am I supposed to say? That definitely is scripted. If you know what happened, you say it. This woman had no feeling and no heart. I can't stand either one of them.
No, I know. Hey, I'm with you on that.
I love the long sleeve shirts you made for Maddie. They were gorgeous. I saw the one with the purple and the saying, and it had her picture on it.
Right.
I guess I know you were giving them away. I'm pretty sure you probably have them.
I did. You know what's funny is that there was a whole rumor in the community that we were making money off of Maddie shirts and selling them. We made 2. And it was a miscommunication between myself and the merch person. So we just gave them away and that was it. Those are the only ones that we had because people were giving us a hard time about it. Like I wasn't even we just wanted people that really are into the case to have them. And so.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. So do you think she is going to be like, I know they're going to be looking for jurors that say they can overlook things, but think about how she is. Do you think she's going to get a lot of trial prep if they call her? And what is she going to actually testify to? How do you not hear things in a 2-floor condo? I am in a 5-bedroom house, and I can hear what's going on downstairs.
So that's where we all say she needs to be held accountable because not only that, but listen, those upstairs rooms were back to back to back. They're just all like around each other. And you can hear me on my microphone when I'm doing this, right? When I'm just kind of fumbling around. So they got, you're talking about he's got his 9mm in the top jar, he's got his tripod, his lube, and then whatever else is going on that in that bedroom. You're never gonna convince me that Jen didn't know for that many years. You're never gonna convince me.
Right, but how would she even have any credibility? She can't make eye contact. She's a nervous type person, or it's the drugs that's making her shake and not say things correctly. I mean, how can you elicit lies? She's going to just lying.
Yeah, but look at how many people do that, though. They go up there and they do that, and the jurors don't know everything, right? The jurors aren't supposed to know all the stuff we do.
Right.
So they might not know, and then she might get eaten up by the defense. Like maybe Stephan Stearns, they're going to come at her and make her look like she's a suspect to get him off the DP. We don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some restricted that'll go through on all the motions and everything like that. This motion to dismiss is ridiculous. But the one more thing I wanted to say is that when one of her best friends said that he never drives her to school. He only the mother.
Right.
But come on, right there. Why? Right there. I don't know if they had given her the immunity before or after this interview. Right there, it's a tell.
Right.
It's a tell.
No, I keep hoping that it's a strategy. I keep hoping, but I have a feeling that, listen, I did an episode about this like the last time, and I think law enforcement dropped the ball. I think that Jen Soto's mom has weight in that community from what I've heard, with the taxes and the stuff that she does with law in the Hispanic community. And 2 law enforcement people that were involved in the case are no longer there. All right. So I got to tell you, I think that law enforcement dropped the ball. Those people are gone, and her mom has money for lawyers and other things. So I don't know, man. We're just going to have to.
She got that from when we had COVID, remember?
Right.
Yeah. But I appreciate your show. I'm sorry that you have to deal with the haters, and you say you're a happy mood. I never see you not in a happy mood.
Yeah, I don't come on here in a bad mood usually, and when I joke with you guys, I'm still it's me being salty, but I still am not in a bad mood. It's just me being sassy.
Right.
I'm usually pretty
got
chill.
Your child, and you're Mama Bear. If you remember me one time saying I'm a Mama Bear and Mama Grandmother Bear.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you for taking up my time. I do appreciate you talking to me. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.
You too. Hey, get better, okay?
Oh yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, Cynth.
It's Cynth and Elizabeth.
Okay.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Okay, Cynth. Hey.
Hey.
Okay,
let me mute the TV now. I mean the computer.
Please.
Hi.
Hey, just
come say hi.
Okay, no going off on trolls, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Say hi. Miss Elizabeth is here and she wants to say hi to everybody.
Hi. Hi, cutie
she just
pie.
Came home.
Hi, sweetie. Did you have a good day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm doing fine, being a sleepyhead.
Aw. Maybe you should draw a picture for us, huh? A guilty of crime picture?
Yeah. Put a picture. You know what? Maybe one thing I haven't done is put her in a guilty of crime shirt and taken a picture of her. I got to do that. Thanks for the reminder.
And she's over 18, so we're good. Yeah.
Yes, my little peanut who's going to do her swimming tomorrow. This little lady's moving up in the world. They got to see the mayor and the council people of our town of Longview. And she got to see the mayor, Boudreaux, who was one of the youngest mayors in the country, I think, at 19 he was.
Ooh.
And he's like 23 now. And we just got a picture from the school, or 25 now. And
has 2 children.
And 2 children. And I'm looking at the picture, and she's standing right behind him with a big old cuteness on her cuteness.
All
It's
right.
just adorable.
Well,
Adorable.
You go, girlfriend. You go.
Tell them about your cookies. And why do we do the cookies?
Oh, yes. Let's promote the cookies real quick. Go for it.
Tell them about the cookies real quick.
My mom started a family cookie business and decided to make me the CEO of it.
And what does CEO mean?
Chief Encouragement Officer?
Correct. Chief Encouragement Officer.
Raising awareness for Mosaic Down syndrome.
Raising awareness for Mosaic Down syndrome.
Oh, you're so sweet. Awesome.
Yay. We love Miss J because she lets us work around her schedule.
Yeah.
And lets mommy work on the true crime and lets us help people and be advocates for the children.
Drop your cookie link, Kay. Drop your cookie link.
Okay. We'll drop the cookie link. What do you think about that, Miss Elizabeth? Does that sound nice?
That sounds like a good idea.
That sounds like a good idea. Thank you, Miss J.
All right.
We love being a mod on here. I am not the number one or highest hierarchy. That's Miss Carly. I know my place.
I like a toy monkey.
And she likes to toy creepy troll monkey.
Yes. Yeah.
Creepy at all.
I know, baby. It's our plushie that we have for the troll people that come in and say naughty things.
Yes.
You know, somehow people can say naughty things.
And now the dog's trying to get a treat from you.
Yeah, Max is always trying to get a treat from me. That dog acts like he's starving, even though we fed him 5 minutes ago, for heaven's sake.
All right, drop your link because everybody wants cookies. Let's promote it.
Okay.
Drop it in chat. I'm gonna play another 5-minute clip to update people, and then we're out. We're all out. All right.
Thank you. All right, everybody have a wonderful Memorial weekend. Thanks for your service to all the vets, first responders, and humans and relatives therein of, as a child of, and a sister of veterans. I appreciate all of your guys' service so much. So shalom over everyone, and I hope everyone has an awesome weekend. And I guess that means we'll be back on Tuesday, Miss J?
Yes, Tuesday. You guys have a good long weekend, okay? We're gonna have cookies and chicken wings.
And then we'll go. Thank you. I love you guys so much.
Love you too. Bye, sweetheart. All right. All right. That was adorable. So cute. All right. Nanaska, go ahead and email me guiltyofcrimebyj@gmail.com. And that torso was tossed, Nanaska. I did talk to Deb about that creepy torso. And yeah, she didn't like it as much as none of us like it. All right. All right, let's get this off. And I'm gonna give you that 5-minute update, and then we're going to go have fun and hang out with our family, eat some chicken wings, some cookies, whatever. I will play the chicken wing song on the way out so that we can say a proper thank you to Carrie for sending me that. All right, and I'm going to send you over here, which I wasn't even subscribed to, Matt Thibodeau. He reports on a lot of things. I respect his reporting. All right, I'm going to follow him and hit the play button.
Decision on whether or not the evidence of SA material found on Stephan Stern's phone is going to be allowed to be presented by the prosecution at trial. Remember last month, Stephan and his defense team had a hearing that was scheduled where they argued that the evidence on his phone should be suppressed because it was obtained unlawfully. Authorities did not have his permission to look through his phone, nor did they have a search warrant to look through his phone. Take a listen to a portion of their argument.
And Mr. Stern, did you come into contact with law enforcement in January of 2024?
I did.
During your contact with law enforcement, did they seize or take an item from you?
Yes, they did.
What item was that?
That would be my cell phone.
Do you know what type of cell phone it was?
It was a Samsung Galaxy, I believe it was a 24.
And what was your understanding, if any, as to what they were going to do with it?
They were just going to check my Google Maps and check to see if I was logged into Google, and that was it. That was all I agreed to.
So he just said, if you couldn't hear, that he agreed to authorities, to Detective Tagler, taking his phone, looking at his maps, and seeing if he was logged into his Google account. Now, I actually went back and re-listened to the audio from this interview because I remember Stephan Stern handing his phone over and giving consent for them to look through it. But I did not realize that he's actually right. She does not ask to look through his call history. She does not ask to look through his search history. She does not ask to look through the material on his Google account if it was logged in. And that is what the defense is challenging. Take a listen to this audio from February 27th, 2024.
Do you mind if I look at your maps real quick?
Yeah, it's
What kind of phone is this?
S23 Ultra.
I don't know what this thing.
I barely know how to work it myself.
I'm an iPhone person.
No,
Is it okay if I go in your settings real quick? I just want to see if you're logged on to your Google.
Yeah.
I am not logged on to my Google with that, actually.
Is it okay if I check?
Yeah.
And then I also noticed, I was checking your call history. I noticed that you don't have anything before this morning. Is that unusual on your phone?
No, it's a new phone. Stupid. I went to do an update yesterday morning. I don't know what the heck I did, but somehow during the massive OS update, I managed to factory reset my phone.
In the meantime, while we're waiting for all this to get sorted out, I am going to hold on to your phone, okay? I'll give it back to you when we're done.
So as you guys heard, Stephan Stearns did give consent, verbal consent, for Detective Tagler to look at his settings to see if he was logged into Google and to look at his maps. She did not get his consent to look through his call history or to flick through other areas of his phone. She also did not have his consent, verbal or written, nor did she have a search warrant to hold onto his phone until, quote, they were done. Now, it was not until the next day, February 28th, when Detective Tagler says that we've been holding onto your phone. Do we need a search warrant to continue looking through it? At that point, the phone was already searched and gone through without him consenting or saying whether or not they needed a search warrant. He said no then, but even if he had said yes, they had already gone through his phone unlawfully without a search warrant and without his consent to look in the areas of his phone that they did outside of the maps and the settings. And in the court of law, that is considered illegal and against Stephan Stearns' rights.
Today's date is February 28th, 2024. Your phone. I told you that I was going to hold on to it and that we would like to download your.
And we got like another 2 minutes. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for being here the whole time. I totally didn't think we were doing an hour and 46 minutes, but I was having so much fun talking to you guys. I love talking to you guys. We're definitely going to try to get out to CrimeCon. I don't know where it'll be next year, but we're going to do something, right? Thank you, Coco Cutie, for the $3.99 super sticker. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm going to show you the chicken wing at the end. And then we got the positive potato. By the way, I was eating like smashed up potato fry things today. And I took a picture and sent it over to Tiff. And I was like, we still enjoy potatoes. We just don't like the rotten ones. Now, Marcy says, I want to spin the Foxy boxes. I don't think we're doing Foxy boxes today, but did I miss something? But we will be doing that. And yeah, I don't think it wasn't a question for me of what he was saying. I just want to let you know I didn't verify it. So I don't know who his connection is or any of that. He's been around for a long time. He did 10 years in prison. So we're just going to take it with a grain of salt. Right. All right, let's finish this. You guys should go over there and subscribe to Matt Thibodeau.
Your phone, right?
Okay.
Is this something that I have your consent to do, or do I need to get a search warrant for your phone?
It should be fine.
So as the days continue to go by and Judge Keith Carson has still not issued a ruling, has still not made a decision on this matter, I'm starting to feel like the defense is going to get what they want, that this evidence that was found on Stephan Stearns' phone that was obtained unlawfully in the court of law's eyes, it's not going to be able to be utilized by the prosecution when it comes to those charges that he's facing pertaining to that essay of Madeline Soto. I would be feeling much more confident had Detective Tagler asked and gotten Stephan Stearns' consent.
And I'd love to go to Vegas. It's a shorter trip and, well, it's fun. There's a lot to do in Vegas. So great. All right. You live in Vegas. So this year, I think it's in Colorado, and then maybe they already put it out for next year. All right, there it is. CrimeCon. Now that's the 2025, I believe, but we'll keep up on that. I'm not muted, Synth. I'm not muted. You're muted. All right. Hold on. Let me play this.
To keep his phone and hold on to it without a search warrant on February 27th. But the fact that she held on to it and did not ask him this question until the next day, it worries me. Now, there is still a possibility that Judge Keith Carson can say that the motion to suppress has been denied for the defense, but we just don't know right now. Now, guys, don't worry. Even if the evidence found on Stephan Stern's phone and Google Drive is suppressed, I still think the prosecution and LE have enough evidence to get a jury to find him guilty of the essay against Madeline Soto. Remember those hard drive type things that were found in a storage unit? Remember those things that Stephan Stern's father turned over to LE? Regardless of how Judge Keith Carson rules and what he decides, I don't think it's going to affect the outcome of this case. Stephan Stern's committed these crimes. There is proof of him committing these crimes. And while evidence that was found on his phone and Google account would make a really strong case against him, I don't think that it's 100% needed in order for a jury to find him guilty of doing those things. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments and make sure to follow. Of course, I'm going to keep you guys updated as new information comes out, and I will talk to you guys later.
Yes, and I know how dedicated all of you are to this case. So that's why I say go follow all the creators that are covering the case, and you decide who to follow, who comes out with the news first. You never know. It pings back and forth, guys. It pings back and forth to who gets it first. Sometimes it's Plunder, sometimes it is Grizzly, sometimes it's me. You never know. All right. Good night, Just Teresa. I'm going to play this for Carrie. She's got a chicken wing here. I think it's because of this song. And we've got a positive potato. Now, also, I want to tell you guys that there's a bunch of 420s. She said, I see enough 420s. I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to play this right now. But we do have surprise boxes. They're not Foxy boxes, but we will have things in them that are like the Foxy box. Although hers are crazy. Hers are crazy, I got to say. All right, let's see. Is this the remix? I don't hear anything. Oh my God. It's the remix. Am I spinning? Where is she going with this? Okay. I'm getting it. Oh my God. All right, guys, I'm going to spin for a Foxy box, and she did the Foxy box because she got enough 420s from you guys. So that you do want to win a Foxy box when it comes to that, because I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I don't give that stuff away. It's the, guilty of crime gear, which we're going to have some new stuff soon that's more tailored to you guys. So we looked at the demographics, and we're going to do that. And yes, thanks, Carrie. Now we want that. All right, guys, I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to hit the like button. And if you haven't dropped a comment, drop a comment, because that's what's going to get you to win this prize. All right. Melissa, my girl, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Techno Jam Chicken Wing Remix. It's for all the kids. It's for all our kids. We're jamming. All right, let's go. All right. And cross your fingers, guys. I don't know is it for anybody, Foxy? Okay, we're just going to go with that. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh my God, I think this couldn't be more suited. Melissa Johnson, you just won. Yes, 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 yes. I really wanted you to win, Melissa. I know you've been here since day one, and you always support the channel, even if you don't have a place to live. You're looking for a place. You're looking for a job, whatever. Melissa is dedicated, and she deserves it. Melissa is in the U.S. You did win. You absolutely won, and we love you. Thank you. You're always struggling, and I appreciate your fight, Melissa. You definitely are a fantastic mom, wife, all that, for doing what you do. So congratulations. I need the what is it? Guilty of prizes. You got to email guiltyofprizes@gmail.com. If you don't have something to write that down, Melissa, you can just send me an email and I'll get you on over to Foxy. If anybody deserves that, it's Melissa, guys. I promise you. Melissa is one of the hardest working people that I know. All right. So love you, girl. And it's very much deserving. Yeah. Throw in that 1 year in her box for her. She really does deserve it. I can't say anymore. All right. Well, she won't email you, but maybe she will. If you don't hear something, Melissa, just send her an email. Synth just gifted 10 more Guilty of Crime memberships. Okay, Foxy's going to email you, Melissa. Okay. I can't, it's hard for me to keep up with all of this and be in real time with you guys, all right? So, yeah, Synth is generous. Foxy's generous. Tiff is generous. Carly's generous. All the girls that are mods here are very generous, guys. They're just lovely ladies that want to be part of something bigger and also, be part of the true crime community. So thank you, guys. Melissa, we love you. You're so deserving of it. I'm so glad that you got that box. All of you guys, I love you. Thank you so much. Jennifer B., Turtle Gang, Guilty of Crime, Gang, crew, Michael Bass, good to see you, Michael Bass, everybody else. Yes, a box of fun. Have a good weekend. I will see you guys on Tuesday. We'll be back for a live. I don't know what case we're covering, but I'm sure it's going to be wild, whatever it is. You know how we do around here. I love you too, Melissa. You deserve it. You went way up there. And thank you, Carrie. Have a wonderful weekend, girl. Send me some good videos, all right? All right, love you guys. Go over to ghost.org and check out Guilty of Crime, all right? You guys want more content, more crimes, more things that we're doing? Ghost.org and look up Guilty of Crime. Big hug. Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Peace out.
Guilty of Crime.
I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please share this video, like, and subscribe. You can also follow me over at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, or Gmail. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can use Cash App or Venmo or PayPal. Thank you very much in advance. Guilty of Crime.
Are you guilty?